Chapter 2. Whispers at the Main Street Entrance. The morning sun of early July warmed the red brick facade of the Brunswick Hotel, casting long, sharp shadows across Main Street. Nancy Drew stood just outside the grand entrance, leaning lightly against a polished brass railing. Moncton was a blur of activity. Automobiles chugged past, their shiny black fenders reflecting the summer light, while steam engines whistled and hissed from the nearby rail yards, reminding everyone that this city was the beating heart of the Maritimes transportation network. "Fine morning, miss," a warm, gravelly voice greeted her. Nancy turned to see the hotel's doorman. He was a kind-faced, elderly man dressed in an impeccably pressed maroon uniform with gold piping, though Nancy's sharp eyes noticed the subtle fraying at his cuffs, a quiet testament to the economic hardships gripping the nation. "It certainly is," Nancy replied with a friendly smile. "The Brunswick is quite a remarkable place. It must be fascinating to see so many travelers pass through these doors." The doorman sighed softly, adjusting his white gloves as he looked out at the street. "Aye, that it is. I've seen prime ministers, movie stars, and thousands of folks just looking for a new start. But lately, well, the atmosphere hasn't been quite so grand. The Depression has a cruel way of changing a place, Miss Drew." Nancy tilted her head, her curiosity instantly piqued. "How do you mean?" The old doorman stepped closer, lowering his voice so it wouldn't carry to the guests bustling past them into the lobby. "There's been a cloud hanging over the Brunswick these past few weeks. Valuable items have been vanishing right out of the guests' rooms. A silver vanity set here, a gold pocket watch there. It's enough to make a man's heart sick." "Have the police been called?" Nancy asked quietly, her detective instincts fully awake. "The manager, Mr. Henderson, says he's looking into it privately to avoid a scandal," the doorman whispered, shaking his head. "Postcards of our hotel are sent all over Canada, you see. A public scare would ruin us. Personally, I think it's just some poor soul driven to desperation. Times are terribly hard, and when a man can't feed his family, he might do things he'd never dream of otherwise. I reckon whoever it is, they're just trying to get enough money to get by." Nancy nodded sympathetically, but her mind was already racing, putting the pieces of a new puzzle together. Desperation was a powerful motive, certainly, but hotel thefts required intimate knowledge of the building's layout, guest schedules, and keys. It felt far too calculated to be a random act of a starving citizen. Before she could ask another question, a sleek luxury coupe pulled up to the curb, and the doorman instantly sprang into action, tipping his cap and opening the door for a wealthy-looking couple. Nancy offered him a quick word of thanks and stepped back into the cool, shaded luxury of the lobby. The mystery of the Brunswick Hotel had officially begun, and Nancy intended to keep her eyes wide open.